Hello, my crafty friends. Welcome back. I am Donna of Donna Creations and More. If you're new here, welcome. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and joining me on this wonderful journey. I'm totally enjoying it. I'm not going to sit here and keep talking and chatting. We're just going to jump right on into this tutorial. So, hope you enjoy it, and please give me a thumbs up, comment, let me know what you think. Let's get on with it. Today is Recreate Inspiration. The host is Lady Red Crafting and the co-host is Lola Creation. So today we are going to try resin for the very first time. Now, I bought this kit off of Amazon. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. And my inspiration was these resin coaster flower blooms that I've been seeing on YouTube. There's many different creators, Pouring Your Heart Out, and some other ones that I really like. So I wanted to try it for my very first resin project. Why, I don't know. You will see in this video. I don't know how this is going to turn out. And I'm marking my cups. I have my gloves, my mask, my thermometer, protecting my temperature of my resin. And I have a piece of wax paper down because I still have not found my silicone mat, but that's okay. Wax paper I can just throw in the trash. So safety first. Please wear your mask and your gloves. And I have this mold set that I bought off of Amazon. Oh, here I have rubbing alcohol. It is 99% proof. So before we get started, we're going to take out our mold, which I have 4 little coasters, and then I have a coaster holder. And I'm going to spray them with the rubbing alcohol. Supposedly, that's what you're supposed to do first. From Pouring Your Heart Out says. If you haven't checked out her videos, please do. She's really great. She's a wonderful resin creator. And I'm gonna let you know, I picked a very hard project. So I'm like marking my cups, A and B. Now all this is all brand new. I have never did resin before. So you guys are seeing it for the first time with me. We're going to learn this together. And if you're one of my followers, you know I have never tried resin. But I'm bringing resin to my channel. And we're going to learn together. Because I have no clue what the heck I'm doing. And you will see that, like, I don't know if it's going to turn out a disaster or not. But right now, I'm pouring my part A. And part A, to me, seemed thicker than part B. And I'm going to make sure I get it up to my line. So I have equal parts. Now, I did not measure these molds and the mold holder with water to see how much resin I needed. So you will see in this video, I had to mix up some more resin to finish filling up my coaster holder. I've been wanting to do this for a while. Actually, I wanted to do it last month, but I just didn't get to it. And then a lot of things have been going on the past several weeks. And I apologize, I have not gotten my other video up yet with my parrot. That will be next. But due to everything going on, I was super depressed. And didn't want to crabs or anything. I've had some wonderful friends help me through this. Even one of my fellow YouTube subscribers. Treen, so I want to thank Treen very much. So I'm taking part B and mix it into part A because my part B is thinner. Now my basement's very cold. So my resin's very cold. Which took me an awfully long time to get my resin up to temperature. So you want to mix your resin very well. I even used my resin mixer. I think I did it off camera. But you want to mix your resin 5 to 6 minutes. You want to really get it mixed. And scrape the bottom, scrape the sides. Okay, here I went and I was having trouble getting the temperature up. So I went and got some hot water. I read that on the package. You can heat it up with hot water. So I have a kitchen bowl here. I'm at 39 degrees Celsius. And we want it at 40. And there we are. We're at 40. Yay. It took me a while. Now I have my little scale here. And I want to weigh out 1 ounce of this resin and set it aside. Look like I know what I'm doing, right? Again, I have no clue. We'll see how it turns out. To me, it looks like a mess, but you never know. Because why? I did not test my rubbing. I did not test my colors of the alcohol ink. And to let you know, it is very hard to see how much is in these molds when you're pouring it. These were very shallow molds. I bought this huge kit off Amazon. It was like three or four different sets of coasters. I'll link it in my description box for you. Oh, speaking of description box, please check out all the wonderful ladies' wonderful creations today. That link will be in my description box too. To see what all they recreated and who inspired them. Now, I'll be totally honest. The first time I saw this done was on Instagram on a short. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I have to do this. And then I started going on YouTube and looking at people and looking at people. So the two people that I liked was Lola Art and Pouring My Heart Out. And I even asked Lola if I can use her name in my video as my inspiration. So here I used dark red alcohol ink. And then I also used the colors a peach, a different shade of pink, yellow, and then a darker red. Look at this. This does not look... Oops. Once I get it cut open. Oh, pinned open. It does not look a dark red. Looks purple. It looked purple in person. Here I'm going to add the peach color. Again, I don't know if these didn't turn out right, look right because their coasters are so small or what. So I'm going to add 5 drops of the peach color. Yes, this is supposed to be peach. Don't ask. I really should have put these colors on a napkin and tested them. But we're going with it. It's what the bottle says on it. And then I'm going to take some yellow and put that around the outer. And I keep forgetting they're brand new. They don't have a hole in them. Told you I didn't know what I was doing. These are looking great so far, but then they start looking like a real mess. And I don't even know how long it's going to take to cure because it's so cold in my basement. And now I just realized I forgot to cover them up. Hopefully no lint and everything will blow in them. So, I'm trying to make some type of flower blooms. I don't know. So, I grabbed a darker so-called red. That don't look like red to me either. Again, we're still in the, looks like purple to me. Maybe you can't get red. I don't know. I will see how these turn out, you guys. That's all I can say. I love the tone of pink and yellow flowers when it comes to roses. And I also like the ones, yeah, the pink and yellow, and then I think they come white and pink. So now I am, what am I doing? I can't see. Oh, I do know what I'm doing. I'm mixing up some more resin. I was measuring out so I can add it more to my coaster. So, let that mix for a little bit. Set it aside in the water. So here I have some white alcohol ink. Then I have some white resin pigment paste. Again, first time using all these products. So I'm going to mix up my paste like pouring the heart outside the dough and everybody else. You're going to scrape it off your popsicle stick here. Dip it in. Then put that into your cup that I reserved 1 ounce of the resin. And then I'm going to take 6 drops of the alcohol ink and add to it. And I'm going to mix that up very well. Get that paste incorporated into that resin. This is still cracking me up because I still look like I know what the heck I'm doing and I have no clue. Again, I still don't think I know what I'm doing. I'm doing great until now. So I switched it into my other side of my stick to see what the color will look like. if we were mixed better, because there was too much white on my stick. So there I was just mixing my resin again that I have sitting to the side. Now I'm going to take, I have like my little notes, I was taking the wrong tool. Taking it from the center and spiraling it around. And I'm like, why am I using this pointy tool? Gonna ruin my mold. So then I grab my little, I know this ain't the proper tool to use. I'm supposed to use a rubber silicone one. I think this is plastic. I have to get something. And we're just gonna spiral it around, blend them colors. Again, looking at my notes, I start taking my little tool and adding my white to it into like little leaf shapes, petals. Yeah, way too much there. Again, this gets to be so messy, you guys. I have no idea what it's gonna look like. I can't wait until it is set up and we can look. I would be shocked if they turned out. Because look, I mean, here it's running. And then as I keep working, the resin gets thicker. So I'm trying to make petals for my flowers. I don't even know if I have my white paste correct. There is like exact science to it to keep it from totally sinking. They're supposed to spread out into petals. But mine, instead of spreading out, went thinner. I gotta learn. Gotta learn, you guys. This is just too funny. I admit it was fun. Little messy. It was fun, but I gotta learn. So, I'm sure you'll see another many videos on me trying to do these flower blossoms. Now, see how it's sinking? I think I added too much of the white paste. I'm not sure. I don't know, you guys. And here I'm just adding my rest of my resin to my coaster holder. It's not up to temp. I would have been there forever. And you're going to see it's not up to temp. Here's what happens when it's not up to 40 degrees Celsius. Which I think I googled it was 104 degrees Fahrenheit. But you're going to see. You're going to see a totally different how that's going to look towards these coasters. But and the color even looks different. How does the color look different? It looked like there was a fluorescent pink in there. You'll see it. I mean, right now we're looking normal. sorta. It's blending different. I did the exact same colors. While that's sitting there and spreading, I'm going to take my little toothpick here and fix my little petals. And pull so there's no globs. But you see how... I know you're supposed to wait. I didn't wait. Shows me as they sit, they spread. And then look. Look at this, you guys. I start adding the white in. What did I forget to do? I forgot to spiral it. So this one's going to be really interesting what it turns out like. Because I'm adding the white in. And then I realize, oh, bleep, I forgot to spiral it. I don't even know if I went back and spiraled it. I can't remember what I did. I was just mixing in this white all over the place. Again, I have no idea. As you see, look, it's making a mess. It's starting to look like... I don't know. A big thing of blob. Oh, it's just too funny. Well, we can all laugh at this together. Donna's first time doing resin and trying to do some flower blossoms. You know, it'd be really cool if it turned out. Well, now see? Look at the colors to the coaster. It's fluorescent. Where the heck did fluorescent come from? Look, I still didn't spiral it. Adding the colors in. I'm adding the colors. Oh, God. Adding more white in to make more petals. Then I realized, oh geez, I didn't spiral it. Well, here we go. Now we got a big thing of slop. I have no idea, you guys. I mean, this is like hilarious. I am literally sitting here rewatching this video and cracking up right now. Then I'm gonna take a glove and put it in the center. This stuff is really, really thick at this point. I mean, really thick. I'm like, whatever. It already looks a hot mess. I'm just gonna keep on adding this white. And that's what I keep doing. I'm like, I want to say you know what, but like, Look at this. Look at this mess. It looks like a bunch of paint, like swirled and mixed together. It is not going to look like no flower. There is no way. So then I'm like, alright, well, I'm going to start dragging it in. Make some other type looking petals. That did make it look a little bit better. Made some cool design effects. See how it's looking better? Now look at that one. It starts to look really cool. So who the heck knows? Again, this is just way too funny. It was funny when I was doing it, and it's funny watching it back doing this voiceover. I'm just like, heck, I'm just gonna keep on adding this white, and whatever happens, happens. Now, the purpose of using like a rubber tip tool is to push the white down into the resin instead of piping it on top like people are using with the bag. I don't know, you guys, we'll see. So I'm just wiping everything off, cleaning up before I take my gloves off. So make sure you clean everything up. I don't think the coaster holder looks too bad. But these coasters, they look like a hot mess to me. I'm so curious because things look so different once resin sits and it flows and blends. And here I just want to make sure. I did stick my popsicle stick down on the inside, but I was just giving it a little tap and shake to make sure there's no more trapped bubbles. Now I'm going to take my heat gun to get any bubbles that may be there. It says this resin doesn't have bubbles and it pops on their own, but I ain't gonna trust that. So my little tips I saw was use your heat gun and then spray some rubbing alcohol on them, the 99%. So, I do give you another view, a close-up, before we're letting them sit and do their thing. As soon as I get things cleaned up here and get my gloves off so I can grab my camera. I had resin all over everything. Resin is really, really sticky. I will say though, this resin did not stink. I did not have to wear my mask. So here's a close-up view right now of what's going on. We will come back in a few hours and check these out. Stay tuned. Okay, you guys, my mind is blown away this second. I am in shock. Check this out. This is a few hours later. I'm speechless. You guys saw what mess I had. I cannot wait to be able to unmold these and flip them over and see the final reveal with you guys. This, I'm speechless. I never imagined that they would turn out this good if you compare it to the picture before. See you guys in a little while when we go to demold these after they are done curing. Okay, you guys, here we go to find out what they turned out like. They're still not fully cured. I only saw one air bubble in all of it. So the rubbing alcohol and using a heat gun definitely works. You see it's not fully cured, it's blending a little. But I'll flatten it back out. You guys ready? Check that out. There is so many ruffles and look at that. So many petals. It turned out beautiful. I am shocked. The back is pretty and the front is pretty. Gosh, you could decide whatever direction you want it if you didn't put a solid color on the back. I'm calling these multi-purpose coasters. Look at that. Here's number 2. It does look more purple than pink, but I'm loving the outer. It doesn't look red in the center, but I don't know. It's a wild design, and all them petals are just amazing. Remember, I just went crazy with the white. And that's the effect it gave. Alright, you ready for number 3? Look at that. I am like shocked. I am so shocked that these turned out so pretty. Look at all them ruffles. I will post a photo at the end if you would like to zoom in. Even here goes coaster number 4. This is so fun because you don't know what you're getting. Look at that. Not bad for my first time doing resin. Tell me what you guys think. I think this video is going to be a hit. Please share. Don't be afraid to do resin, because you see, I was cracking up through this whole video. I thought it was going to be a total disaster. Here we go with the one I did mess up on. Remember, I didn't swirl it until the end. But I still love the effects. Look, it's coming up the side. Now tell me that's not cool looking. And this is still soft too. It takes like 24 hours to like fully cure. And they've been sitting in the molds for like 12. No, more than that. Like 14 hours. Even though I messed that one up, look how pretty that still is. I love how it's coming up the side. This just turned out gorgeous. See, it's still flexible, so I wanted to make sure the coasters would fit in. And so I have it adjusted correctly while I'm still letting it fully cure. I was seeing if that would fit in there. But wow. Wow, wow, wow is all I can say. I'm like so shocked. This is really satisfying. You don't know what you're getting. And my molds, I barely have to clean. But I'll give them a nice wash. And spray some mold release on them before I put them back in the bag. Keep watching because I'm going to give you guys a close-up view of them for my final reveal. And now I'm taking my camera down. And here we go, you guys. Up close. I love them. I think they turned out so pretty. And I just set the black background of paper on the back just so you can see it very well. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, share, like, and comment. Thank you.